You used to dream every night. Vivid, strange, unforgettable. Now you wake up, and there's nothing. Just blank darkness. Most people think that's normal, maybe even peaceful. It isn't. What's actually happening inside your brain while you sleep without dreams is something researchers only began to understand about a decade ago, and the implications are deeply unsettling. Your brain produces waste. Every thought you have, every memory you store, every decision you make, it all leaves behind a residue. Proteins, metabolic byproducts. Among them, a particularly dangerous molecule called beta amyloid, the same compound found in toxic concentrations inside the brains of Alzheimer's patients. Your brain has a system for removing it. It's called the glymphatic system, and it's one of the most remarkable biological discoveries of the last 20 years. Think of it as a hydraulic sewage network buried inside your nervous tissue. While you sleep, cerebrospinal fluid is pumped aggressively through channels surrounding your brain's blood vessels, flushing out accumulated waste, cellular debris, toxic proteins, everything that built up during the day. But here's what most people don't know. This system only activates in one specific phase of sleep: REM sleep, the phase where you dream, when your eyes move rapidly under your eyelids, when your brain activity is almost indistinguishable from waking consciousness. When the images come, that's when the glymphatic pump runs at full capacity. Researchers at the University of Rochester demonstrated this in a landmark study. The brain's interstitial space expands by up to 60% during sleep, allowing the cerebrospinal fluid to flood through in volume impossible during waking hours. And the effect is most pronounced during the deepest, most dream-rich cycles of the night. The vividness of your dreams isn't random noise. It's a marker, a signal that your brain's cleaning system is running at full speed. So what happens when the dreams disappear? They don't disappear without cause. REM sleep is the first casualty of alcohol consumed in the evening. It's systematically suppressed by most common sleep medications. It's fragmented by the blue light that delays melatonin release for hours after you put down your phone. It's destroyed by sleep apnea, a condition affecting tens of millions of people who have never been diagnosed, and it's the first thing to collapse under chronic stress, under cortisol, under a nervous system that never fully deactivates. When REM disappears, the glymphatic flush is incomplete. Beta amyloid accumulates, not dramatically, not overnight. Slowly, over years, the way a drain becomes clogged not from a single blockage, but from 1,000 small residues building on top of each other. This is not a distant risk. The research is unambiguous. Sleep disruption, specifically REM disruption, is among the strongest modifiable risk factors for neurodegenerative disease. The accumulation of beta amyloid associated with impaired glymphatic clearance precedes clinical Alzheimer's by 15 to 20 years. The forgetting begins decades before anyone notices, and it begins with the loss of dreams. The people most at risk aren't the ones with obvious sleep problems. They're the ones who function fine during the day, who consider themselves light sleepers, who wake at 3 a.m. and lie there for an hour before drifting back, who drink 2 glasses of wine at dinner because it helps them fall asleep, not realizing it prevents them from staying in REM. The biological cost of that bargain doesn't announce itself. What protects REM sleep? Temperature matters more than most people realize. Your core body temperature must drop by approximately 1 to 3 degrees Celsius to initiate and maintain deep sleep stages. A bedroom that's too warm, above 19 degrees, actively suppresses REM architecture. The simplest adjustment you can make is the one most people never consider: cooling the room. Alcohol has a half-life. Consuming it within 4 hours of sleep means it's still metabolically active during your prime REM windows, typically the second half of the night. The vivid dreams you may associate with alcohol are a withdrawal artifact, not genuine REM. The brain rebounding, not recovering. Light exposure in the evening delays circadian signaling through the suprachiasmatic nucleus, your brain's internal clock. Even modest reductions in evening screen brightness produce measurable improvements in melatonin onset timing. The difference between 1 hour of dim light and 1 hour of bright screen before bed is not trivial. And consistent wake time, not consistent bedtime, is the most powerful anchor for circadian stability. What time you rise determines when your pressure for REM builds across the night. Irregular wake times scatter that architecture. The dreams you've stopped having aren't trivial. They're not just entertainment your brain runs during downtime. They're evidence that something essential is happening, that the system is working. Their absence is a signal, one worth paying attention to, before the silence becomes something harder to reverse.